Hey, how's it going, guys? Heretic you here with Incursion battle report. What? What is Incursion? You might be saying. What is Incursion? Basically, Incursion is a board game set in World War II. It's the alternate World War II. Basically, where the Nazis have like zombies and werewolves and stuff. And the Americans, which you see in the top center board there, they have these diesel-powered, kind of power-armored suits. The background of the game is pretty simple. So, the Nazis have a secret underground base in this place called Gibraltar. And the Americans, we find out about it, and we launch an assault using these very specialized, they're called ape suits, armored personnel suits. I forgot what the E is, probably exoskeleton. Yeah. And we're sent in to investigate the weird going-ons there. There's basically what's happening on the surface is there are these zombies with mines strapped to them that are preventing the British from getting inside. Somehow we do manage, we find a way in. And so this board game's sort of set up with I think 10 missions that create the narrative of this incursion of the American forces into this secret Nazi base. And so it's played out, like I said, in a set of scenarios, and it's similar to Space Hulk. The mechanics, anyways, are similar to Space Hulk, in that each model has a certain amount of action points that they can use. You can use those action points to move a square, to change your facing, fire a weapon, that sort of thing. Both sides are going to be fitted with command points. In this case, we have 5 command points each. Those command points can be used to grant your models extra action. So if you need a model to, say, do 4 actions instead of, let's say he comes with 3, you can spend a command point and give him that extra action. You can also use command points to cancel out cards. There's going to be event cards being played during this game, and each event card will have a numerical value, and that's what you need to cancel command points for. Also, command points are used to bet, to wager on turn, the initiative. So command points are very big. So here we're looking at sort of the setup here, and I just want to warn you guys that the setup is a little bit borked, in that I was looking at one map and setting up the scenario for another game. Happens a lot, but we're going to make it work. Germans take first turn, and they start by activating a bomber zombie. Now, I'm automatically in reaction fire mode, so as soon as he opens that door, I'm going to get what is called a reaction fire. Basically, it's Overwatch. If you're familiar with Space Hulk, for every action that zombie takes, I get to basically get a free shoot action. So I'm going to fire at him. He is going to get hit and explode. So in this game, you roll a d6 and you have to beat the DR, or damage rating, value, and that is 4 for zombies. Explosion is going to wound one of my apes right there. So, but he's activating yet another bomber zombie, and I just have to give a friendly reminder to Mark that Yeah, I get a reaction fire again, and I believe this time I actually jam. So again, he's going to activate his bomber zombie. I'm going to get a reaction fire, and that bomber zombie is going to explode, but unfortunately no one's going to be in range. So then we have a regular zombie attacking my my American ape. I'll just call them apes. Why not? Armored personnel exoskeleton. So we're gonna have a little hand-to-hand combat there. Zombie's gonna need 6s to hit me, unfortunately, but he's gonna pile up. They do have a special rule where they get an extra damage dice for every zombie in combat, and he's gonna start spreading out his zombies. So I would say a pretty effective turn by the Germans, putting a wound on one of the apes. They have 2 wounds each. Let me just go over the American's turn. So I fire like point blank range with that guy, and then I'm starting to spend some command points on my HMG, and then finally the 3rd ape is going to activate, and I think I'm gonna open the door. And no, I don't open the door, I put him on reaction fire mode. Now I said at the beginning that we screwed up on the setup. They shouldn't have all those spawn points. Basically there should be only 1 spawn point in this game. We realize it in the middle of it, but whatever. In case you're wondering, the scenario we're playing is Pinger. There's a pinger marker in the middle of the board, and first person to grab that pinger marker and run off the board wins. So here we are. Zombie turn was pretty ineffective. They just kind of ran out and spread out. So Americans, here's the big thing. I get a number of shots off on Greta von X. She's really hard to hit though. I had to roll 5. I think I hit her only once in all of that. So HMG's pumping in 6 dice into Greta, but just dice weren't happening for me. So Nazis are going to activate, and Greta is going right for the pinger, using all of her action points plus all of the command points. And now we have zombies going and attacking my one of my guys, but I did get a reaction fire. Actually, I think that was wrong. I don't think he should have had reaction fire. In order to get reaction fire, you have to end your turn with no line of sight to the enemy. Anyways, Germans are basically surrounding one ape with zombies. So zombies are gonna get quite a few dice here, and as they take shots at that ape. But unfortunately, nothing big happened. So here we go with the Americans again. And this time I'm just trying to cover the exits. I'm not as fast as Greta, because each of my guys only have like 3 come with reaction points. I think Greta has like 4 or 5. So what we want to do is, maybe if she grabs the pinger for us, as you see, Mark plays a cave-in card to block my HMG. So well played, sir. Anyways, going back to the basic strategy, I was going to let him pick up the pinger and then shoot him down when he gets sort of up the board and grab it. That is the plan. But she is going to play another special card. At that point, we realized, hey, there's all these spawn points and doors that shouldn't be there. So we sort of rearranged the board. No harm, no foul. As a zombie takes down one of the apes. So Americans are now hurting. We got Greta with the pinger, and we're down one of our boys. So this is gonna be tough. In case you're wondering what the Nazis had brought, they bought 10 points of stuff, including Greta, which is a smart buy, especially for this mission. She comes with a special ability called Zombie Controller, which basically she comes with her own command points for zombies, so it makes them a lot faster. They can do a lot of stuff, so smart buy by him. But just one unit of Sturm zombies, which you see are now using the secret tunnel to spawn from. But Americans get first turn, so here we are. I'll go over the rest of her stuff. Basically, 2 bomber zombies, which, whatever. I'm not too, impressed with bomber zombies. It'd be different if they regenerate. I think they should be 2 points and they come back on the board. That'd be nice. Anyways, the last remaining standard ape is going to take shots at Greta, and to no avail. So I play a card that does an automatic damage, but Mark is going to counter with the Devil's Luck card, and so Greta is going to get away from that situation without taking any damage. So tough, as I just I turn my HMG around, because now we've got to defend the escape route. Basically just force Mark into running past our guns and hopefully doing enough damage on Greta to take her out. But instead, Greta on her turn takes down the other standard 8, so I'm just left with a HMG at this point. So this is a very bad turn of events for the Americans, as now zombies are running free around the board and are going to basically try and surround my HMG. So HMG jams right there. That was a reaction fire. So more bad news coming for Murica, as now I have no reaction fire, which means Greta can run down that hallway without being shot. So that's a big deal there. Plus HMG all by himself, not a good plan. I do have a lot of command points, but I start spending them to get first turn, and I'm holding on to cards. I have a card that's going to flood the entire zone to slow down Greta, and so that's my master plan, is to slow her down, then shoot her, and then pull this out in the end. So Greta's facing a pretty tough choice here. If she runs across the hallway, I will be in reaction fire mode, and I will get some shots off her. So let's see what he does as he respawns from the secret tunnel. More zombies come, and this is gonna be a very tight thing, as he's gonna send out zombies on suicide runs and try to get me to jam. So the first zombie runs across. There's my reaction fire, taking that zombie out. It's gonna do the same thing again, and yeah, I'm gonna shoot. I guess I didn't have to shoot, but he's gonna now try to take a different route with Greta, as I'm holding down the fort there, and the cave-in actually now working for me, cutting off that alley for zombies, as he runs another zombie up, and let's see if I take him out. Oh no, that's Greta, that's right. and then I play my damage card, which he's going to counter once again with Devil's Luck. So she is going to get away with no damage. On my turn, I unload. And as you can see, I hit her once right there. And unfortunately, guys, that's all the footage that I have. Sorry about that. I could sum up the rest of the turn, though. Basically, Greta is going to escape with 2 wounds left on her. Then the following turn, I play. Let's see. I get for cards. I play my flood card, and then there's another card that prevents a. Basically, it prevents command points being used on that model. I play it on Greta in hopes of slowing her down. But basically, the following turn, Greta's in scoring position. We do a turn bid. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it because I went all in, and I was like, I could have used the American special rule, which is, I just get to go first. But I wanted, I don't know. I thought I would need that maybe later on if I can kill Greta, then pick up the pinger. I was thinking of saving it as a kind of later on down the road is what the hell I'm trying to say. But unfortunately, he plays a card that basically gives him first turn, and Greta escapes with the pinger. So Germans escape for now, but I think that's kind of a cool way to end the game, because it's like, all right, we need to play the next scenario, and we need to, Americans need to stop the Germans. But again, sorry about the whole battery thing. My batteries ran out, as it tends to happen, and yeah. But that was Incursion, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one.